Well, we're sitting here trying to assimilate all the information about the all-wheel drive and dual motor and performance stuff, and I'm a little sad that he still hasn't released white seats for the non-performance model, because then I can't twist Don's arm to see what he's going to do. I can't, no leverage to twist his arm. I mean, I'd love to twist his arm to get a performance model, but, you know, I don't think that's happening, so.
Yeah, I don't think that's happening. I think we were listening to
Ride the Lightning.
Ride the Lightning, Ryan McCafferty's podcast, and he says that his feeling, way Elon kept saying black ampersand white, black and white. What he's talking about is the white seats, but still a lot of the black accents, like maybe the headliner, which is like a grayish color now, is going to turn to black. Like our Model X has a black headliner with the white seats, and it looks great. And so I think that's what Elon. I'm agreeing with Ryan that I think it's white seats and trim pieces with black headliner, and that's what he kept saying by black and white. But because if you order black, you get the black seats, black trim, and this gray headliner.
Yeah, so basically I guess what he surmised from all of Elon's tweets, which I had read before he's put on Ride the Lightning, was that there's 1,000 white seats available per week from the supplier, basically. And so they're going to be dedicated to performance up front, and then later on open them up to non-performance model. Basically,
a lot of people aren't going to want to spend, by the time you're all said and done, it sounds like it's, with autopilots, $87,000. That's a lot of money. So a lot of people, you know, they're probably going to not buy those. They're going to sell plenty of performance. I didn't mean to say they won't, but there's not quite. So that 1,000 a week just for performance, they may have a few left over, and those are going to get rippled down. And then, of course, as production on the seats come up, you know, because I would think he didn't talk about how much the white seats by themselves will be.
In the non-performance, yeah.
In other words, when you go up to the $86,000, it sounds like you get your choice of black interior or black and white. In other words, you can get whichever color you want. The paint's included, the wheels are included, all this stuff's included in that package. So whichever interior you want is just fine by them. But I don't know when you get down to a $35,000 Model 3 and you will just want white interior, if you're going to be able to get that one.
It's probably an extra option.
Well, yeah, it isn't going to be get your choice of black for $35 or white for $35. It's probably going to get your choice of black for $35, and white's going to cost you $3,500 more. So it'll be $38,500 just to get white interior. I don't know. They're probably going to make you get the premium interior, which is $5,000. So really, white interior is going to cost you
probably
eight.
Like with the X.
We
paid extra for the white seats.
Yeah, if you want a $35,000 car, it's going to be black interior. So just get over it. You're not going to get white interior in a $35,000 car. Period. End of discussion.
So we'll have to go into the configurator and just peek in a little while here. Peek. All right, here's your breakfast. But there was one more thing out of the paper you were going to tell me this morning.
Yeah, I think this is a good idea. It's low cost. So the Department of Transportation of North Carolina has partnered with Geico, something like $225,000. And one day last week they erected a sign that says "Phone Safe Zone," a big blue sign beside the Interstate I-40 down in Benson, which is not that far from here, encouraging people to pull off the road to text and talk on their phones. It is legal in North Carolina to talk on the phone unless you're under 18 or a bus driver. But it is illegal to operate text and that kind of stuff. So they're just trying to help people, why don't you be smart? You probably need a rest anyway. You want to make that phone call, pull off. So they're going to be putting these signs up at all 58 North Carolina rest centers this summer. And it's, as I said, it's, a partnership.
It can't hurt.
It can't hurt. Hey, I'm all for it. I mean, it's encouraging. I hate to admit it. Yesterday, I actually talked on the phone while driving That was like the first time this
in
year.
ever. Yeah. Don doesn't do that.
I don't do that, but
Don doesn't like to multitask.
No, I pretty much, you know, running, you know, watching Ruby figuring out what she's going to do next is enough of a thing for me to use up my, you know, the talk and watch Ruby and drive. Although I have to say, the fact that Ruby was driving allowed me to probably talk a little bit. But anyway, I would say that, you know, please don't text and drive.
So it's 2 p.m. and I've got 3 hours before Johnny's home. I thought I'd go do my normal Sunday trip to town, probably stop at Guardian Angel and catch some Pokemon. My right leg, hip, everything is hurting pretty bad. So do better when I'm up walking around. Like yesterday at the Triangle Tesla owners meetup, I didn't have any pain at all while I was standing for 4 hours. I was fine, but sitting is hurting more. So I probably won't drive around as much as I'll get out at walking at Guardian Angel. Maybe I'm hoping for some relief. It's 82 and sunny out here, and I'm feeling every percentage point of the humidity. So I got a Whammo snow zinger and a couple of t-shirts. Nothing to write home about. I wanted to walk a little more before I went home, so I'm gonna check out Big Lots. I haven't been in there in a while. I don't know, have you ever heard of Siamese? I didn't buy anything. I enjoyed walking around though. I think I'm gonna sneak into Kohl's too. All right, my little fun shopping walk around is over with. Time to head back to the house. Thank you, Ruby. I went with another abstract today. Hi, Gray. Gray girl. Hi. Hi, Gray. Guess who's home? Hey, Johnny. Hi. He's trying to play what on Steam? Scrap Mechanic? I think we're going to introduce him to the Kerbal Space Program too. So I logged into our Tesla account tonight, and while we can now see a dual motor all-wheel drive option, we cannot currently select it. It's not highlighted for us. So it's, you know, the preparations are out there. We heard today that, you know, the announcements, but we can't actually click on it yet.